Reduced fat peanut butter. Some of the reduced fats taken out are actually good for you, but sugar is added instead to maintain the flavor, along with other crazy ingredients. What is ferric orthose phosphate? Stick with natural peanut butter with simple ingredients. Diet soda. Drinking diet soda provides a greater risk of becoming overweight. Artificial sweeteners can interfere with your body's normal response to sugar and fails to release the hormone that controls blood sugar and blood pressure. Trail mix. Trail mix contains excess sugar, sodium, and calories. One handful can contain 300 plus calories. Unless you have calories to burn, stick with unsalted or raw nuts, dried fruit. It has 3 times the calories of fresh fruit, and sugar and sulfur are usually added to preserve it. Over the last 60 years, the average American diet has deteriorated. Today, an estimated 50 million Americans suffer from digestive issues, and an alarming amount say they can't lose weight no matter what they do. Many Americans over the age of 40 report feeling low energy, constant junk food cravings, and sore, achy muscles and joints. It didn't used to be this way. So what is causing all of this sickness and weight gain? Renowned surgeon Dr. Gandhi of San Diego says that all these symptoms have one core problem. And if this problem is fixed, he will not have to perform as many surgeries. In this video, you'll learn about the recent discovery of one important nutrient and how it can increase your energy, reset your metabolism, improve your overall quality of life, and most importantly, put you on the path to losing weight.
Hi, I'm Gandhi. I'm a board-certified colon and rectal surgeon here in North San Diego County. I did my medical school training at Augusta, Georgia. I did general surgery in Chicago for 5 years. Afterwards, I came here to Southern California to UC Irvine to do a laparoscopic fellowship. After I finished that, I went to Houston to the medical center to do a colorectal fellowship. After all my training, I decided to come to San Diego to set up my practice. I'm also the founder of Colorectal Center of San Diego, and I'm also the head of nutritional sciences at Malibu Health Labs. Growing up, I always enjoyed the sciences, loved biology, loved chemistry. I love being around people. I also enjoyed helping people. So being in college, through my volunteer work, becoming a doctor was a natural progression for me because it allowed me to do all the things I enjoyed doing growing up.
Dr. Dhruv has been practicing medicine for over 15 years, specializing in the health of Americans over the age of 40. And after seeing the same symptoms of low energy, poor digestion, foggy thinking, and trouble losing weight in patient after patient, Dr. Dhruv began to wonder, why does everyone assume these problems are normal aging? Especially when we've seen people live until over 100 and be perfectly healthy. Dr. Dhruv realized that the current standardized way of caring for patients might not always be the most effective. Modern mainstream medicine treats all patients as if they're the same and doesn't account for people's individual differences. So Dr. Dhruv decided to take a new approach.
One of the things I wanted to do was start my own practice, and the reason being is I had my own ideas and my own philosophy of how I wanted to take care of patients. When you work for corporations and hospitals, you have to succumb to their ideas and philosophies, and I didn't really agree with what was out there, so I wanted to start my own way of doing things, and starting my own practice was the best way.
Dr. Dhruv came to the conclusion that many of the problems we associate with normal aging actually have a single fundamental source: an unbalanced digestive system.
The modern American diet is, unfortunately, it's a very unbalanced diet. It's very high in fats, very high in carbohydrates, very low in protein, very low in fruits and vegetables, as well as fiber and dietary supplements that we need. That's just the way we're raised, and the constant bombardment of commercials make it easier for us to not pay attention to our diet. Consequently, when we eat that way for a number of months to years, the toxins take effect in our body.
During his research, Dr. Dhruv discovered 3 foods that have been marketed as health foods, but in fact could be destroying your health from the inside. He calls these foods Trojan horse foods, because while they are marketed to you as healthy, they're actually incredibly dangerous to your health on the inside. Dr. Dhruv's Trojan horse foods are sugar, soy, and surprisingly, dairy.
Dairy is a misconception. We think we just need tons of dairy as we're growing up. but dairy, soy, and sugar should be contained to minimal amounts within our diet. So when I was younger, I did have constipation issues. My diet wasn't exactly as the way it should be. As I got older, I learned that eating more fruits and vegetables, eating less dairy products, resolved my issues.
Now that you know the 3 Trojan horse foods to avoid, it's time for some good news. Dr. Dhruv knows it would be virtually impossible to completely eliminate the Trojan horse foods from your diet. But he has discovered one important nutrient that can actually reverse the effects of an imbalanced gut. Dr. Dhruv discovered this nutrient after he saw the effects it had on one patient who seemed destined for surgery.
Yeah, I had a patient that came to me when I started my practice early on, and she was adamantly opposed to surgery. And she wanted me to help her with her anal rectal issues, but she wanted me to do it without performing surgery, so she posed quite a challenge to me. But I was able to sit down with her and guide her through her lifestyle changes, which included modifying her diet to include more fruits and vegetables and cutting back on her meats and dairy products. And successfully, we were able to keep her out of the operating room and improve her quality of life.
The foods that Dr. Dhruv gave this patient were loaded with this one nutrient, which has been linked in multiple scientific studies to significantly boost metabolism, increase fat oxidation, improve insulin sensitivity, enhance blood flow, and improve skin quality. The scientific term for this nutrient is called polyphenols. Polyphenols are tiny molecules found in certain foods like blueberries, hibiscus, grapefruit, and other citrus plants. Even though most people have never heard of these incredible compounds, there's been a lot of scientific research done on polyphenols recently, and for good reason. They're responsible for some of the most incredible health benefits we've ever seen in a single molecular compound. Polyphenols can help the body produce more energy, clearer mental focus, better digestion, and they even assist in reducing belly fat.
Research has shown that polyphenols can improve longevity, digestive health, energy. These foods are found oftentimes in green leafy vegetables, teas, and berries, and so consequently we should be eating more of these in our diet.
A review of 12 different scientific studies found that a diet rich in polyphenols was linked to 18% fewer deaths from cardiovascular disease, 41% reduced incidence of stroke, and up to 8% reduced risk of hypertension. So, if polyphenols are so important for good health, why haven't you heard of them before? If you look at a standard nutrition facts label on the foods in your grocery store, you'll notice polyphenols are nowhere to be found. But with so much scientific evidence supporting the benefits of polyphenols, why aren't they included in standard labeling requirements? Shouldn't we know the polyphenol content of our foods if they've been proven to reduce the risk of potentially life-threatening health problems? Unfortunately, the American Nutrition Facts standards don't always account for new research, and as a result, valuable discoveries like polyphenols are often left unknown by the vast majority of Americans. Dr. Dhruv understands that getting enough polyphenols and other vital nutrients can be a daunting task. It turns out that many polyphenol supplements contain inferior blends, and some are even packed with filler ingredients, included so manufacturers can add weight to the jars and rack up their prices. That means even if you already take a polyphenol supplement, you might not be getting the proper dose. And trying to get enough polyphenols from the foods at your local grocery store would be virtually impossible. For example, just to get a recommended daily dose of polyphenols, you would need to eat more than 16 oranges every day. So Dr. Dhruv decided to use extracts that contain concentrated doses of the most important nutrients. Rather than consuming the entire fruit, by extracting the vital ingredients, his patients could get the benefits in a way that's much easier to consume. And he combined these extracts into a single, easy-to-use formula, which he put to the test on a small group of trial users. Here's what some of the test users told us about their experience using Dr. Dhruv's solution.
A lot of times I'll eat things and I get bloated, and I immediately drink it. The bloating is better, and the next day the digestion is 100% improved.
Usually I will get tired around 11 or 12 p.m. I've been up a couple times, 1 or 2 a.m. I'm like, wow, I'm not tired. I keep on going.
I would definitely recommend the product to a friend.
It takes that fogginess away, so I'm functioning better.
I recommend it to anybody, not just friends, family, my spouse, a stranger, because what it did to me and how it shocked me when I first started to use it, oh yeah.
With results like these, Dr. Dhruv decided to go ahead and release his formula publicly. He calls it rejuvenated energy. If you'd like to hear more about the science behind this formula, simply keep watching this video. Or click the button below the video to see how you can claim your own supply of rejuvenated energy now. Rejuvenated energy contains 4 different blends of extracts. A probiotic digestive blend that works to balance the bacterial microbiome in your gut, which can smoothen digestion and cut down on cravings for sugar and other junk food. A powerful antioxidant blend containing fruits, vegetables, and herbs that have been shown to optimize cellular metabolic activity. That means it increases nitric oxide levels within your body, which can boost energy and metabolism. An energizing tea blend made primarily from green tea extract, so you get all the benefits of EGCG, including increased fat oxidation and enhanced blood flow. And a slimming polyphenol blend, designed to burn belly fat. The polyphenols and rejuvenated energy are extracted from a variety of fruits, including grapefruit, the highest polyphenol-containing fruit in the citrus family, and the ingredient that gives rejuvenated energy its distinct flavor and color.
So with the polyphenols, there's a specific polyphenol called cinetrol that's in rejuvenated energy. And some studies have shown that it reduces waist circumference as well as belly fat, which we're all interested in. Some of my patients have told me that the initial taste is bitter, as grapefruit is, but they've told me also that as they take the product more and more over time, their taste buds adjust. One of the benefits they notice right off the bat is their sugar cravings decrease when taking the product.
All four of these potent blends work together to supercharge their individual effects, which makes rejuvenated energy different than any other formula. The way rejuvenated energy works is simple. It's a powdered solution that you mix with a glass of water twice a day. Inside the jar is a pre-measured scoop to ensure you get the optimal dose of the formula every time. The formula is designed specifically for people 40 and older, suffering from problems like low energy, fatigue, weight gain, or problematic digestion, including gas, bloating, and cramping. It's also been shown to fight against occasional brain fog and promote greater focus and clearer thinking. Now, a formula with this many rare, scientifically enhanced ingredients is certainly not cheap to make. That's why, for the general public, the fixed retail price of rejuvenated energy was first locked in at $79. But once word got out, several of his patients contacted Dr. Dhruv and asked him if there was any way they could get this formula at a lower price. So Dr. Dhruv set aside a special promotional batch of rejuvenated energy at just $49. The supply is limited, so be sure to claim your discount today if you're interested in trying the formula for yourself. And don't worry, if the formula doesn't work the way you were hoping, or if you are in any way unsatisfied, Dr. Dhruv proudly stands by an ironclad 90-day money-back guarantee.
With rejuvenated energy, we firmly believe in the product. We realize that not everybody is the same. We're individuals. It may not work for every single person, but we think it is going to work for many people. So if you try the product and you don't see the results you want to see, we do offer a 90-day money-back guarantee because we believe that much in the product.
Even if you use your entire supply of rejuvenated energy, you can send back the empty bottles, and you'll receive your refund, no questions asked. Just click the button below to move on to the next step. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the Malibu Health Labs team. A 100% US-based customer support team is standing by via phone or email to answer your questions.
Exercise is only half the battle. You can't perform at your optimum level if you don't have proper nutrition. And part of that is eating a well-balanced diet and getting the proper supplements that you need.
Get started today. Let's start boosting your energy and slimming your figure as soon as possible, helping you take back control of your health. Dr. Dhruv Gandhi, MD, and the rest of the Malibu Health Labs team.